The veteran first dug up a sink in the yard, lay down a target, fill it with gasoline, and then we put a detonator next to it. Then he took out the warhead, pour all the gunpowder together, and bury them in the ground, make it tactile mine. Finally, the whole yard is covered with lawn. Every veteran makes a trip. Mark the location because there are so many traps that he can't even remember. He covered the ground with boards full of nails. He is bound to perish with the enemy. The reason why veteran Uncle Long did this, but because of his daughter. Uncle Long worked hard to raise his daughter until she was great. This day, the daughter said she was going to find her biological father. Although Uncle Long was very sad after hearing it, but he didn't stop his daughter Exani. She told Exakalame, as long as she has breath, no one is allowed to hurt her. In the evening, Exayemi came to her biological father's house, but when Exayome asked why the man abandoned her, a man's words simply subvert your 3D. He is a very smart person. After saying that, the man closed the door coolly. Then Mike out and he found her best friend, the fat girl. The fat girl is in a bad mood when she sees Exayama. I'm gonna take her to the bar to relax. Just arrived at the bar. Exayama was targeted by Brother Beard. Brother Beard with Examo up and down and started hitting on her. Simple beauty. How can you withstand this scum? And Brother Beard took advantage of Exazame's inattention. Put medicine in Exame's wine glass. When Exame wakes up again, it has been sold to a money-making organization. Here are all abducted girls. The abducted girl, it will become a tool for them to make money. The long-haired man told Exako, if you don't listen to it, you will always be killed. Exame was so frightened that she instantly collapsed on the ground. And 2 days later, Uncle Long only learned the news of Exane's disappearance. When I learned that Exane had been rejected by her biological father, Uncle Long was completely angry. He drove to Exane's father's house without saying a word. When Uncle Long asks Exane's biological father doesn't care about her daughter's safety at all, Uncle Long warns men. If anything happens to Exane, he will immediately send the man to the west. So then he went to the fat girl's house. When Uncle Long asked where the fat girl Exame went, the fat girl said they went to a bar. Then Exame went home. But Uncle Long didn't seem to believe what he said because the bracelet on the fat girl's hand has already betrayed him. Uncle Long was furious, picked up the dagger and stuck it on the table. The fat girl was so scared that she was instantly speechless. So he brought Uncle Long to the previous box. The fat girl is in the corner. I pointed it out to Uncle Long, the bearded brother who talked to Exagoe before. After confirming the target, Uncle Long let the fat girl leave, while Uncle Long stood not far away and stared at Brother Beard. But don't you know, at this time a pair of eyes have already stared at Uncle Long. The woman follows Uncle Long's gaze. I saw where Brother Beard was at this time. Brother Beard walked out of the bar with a girl, and Uncle Long followed closely behind. Beard was just about to leave with the girl. Uncle Long aimed his dagger at his neck. Then Uncle Long took out Tiermier's photo. But Brother Beard said he didn't know what to sound mean. Uncle Long severely taught Brother Beard a lesson, and I stabbed him in the thigh and broke his ribs with his bare hand. Finally, he forcibly dragged Brother Beard into the car. Brother Beard brought Uncle Long to their leg. However, just arrived, Uncle Long was targeted by the man on guard. Uncle Long was instantly surrounded. He was searched up and down. When the long-haired man saw the picture in his wallet, I recognized it was yesterday. The girl who was just captured learned that Siasami was in their hands. Uncle Long wants to attack, but when dozens of pistols were pointed at Uncle Long's head, he had to swallow his anger. Then a group of people launched a siege on Uncle Long. No matter how strong Uncle Long is, he can't defeat the crowd until Uncle Long was about to die. The man stopped beating. The long-haired man holds a photo of Exaxiome, left a deep mark on Uncle Long's face. And then a group of people took off. At this time, the woman staring at Uncle Long in the bar ran over, saved Uncle Long. However, the long-haired man who returned to Laos grabbed Exagalame, just gave her a needle. Then, on his face, left the exact same mark as Uncle Long's face. Until a week later, Uncle Long slowly woke up. The woman who saved Uncle Long was a journalist. He told Uncle Long that group of people was a criminal gang. Long-haired man perennially selling drugs and trafficked girls for a living. And while he was secretly investigating the human traffickers' gang, just happened to see Uncle Long being beat. The woman told Uncle Long his sister was also abducted by them. Under the repeated questioning of Uncle Long. The woman told him about the long-haired man. Uncle Long doesn't care about his own safety. Came to their lair. He pretended to be a guest, but as soon as he entered the house, he went on a killing spree. As long as it is a man, Uncle Long doesn't care about Teats High and starts fighting directly. And finally, he found his daughter Exogone in a cabin. But at this time, Exogone was too frightened. I get nervous when I hear the sound. After learning that it was Uncle Long, he slowly came back to his senses. When Uncle Long saw the scar on his daughter's face and the needle in the arm, it's doomed that the death of these people is coming. Uncle Long took Ixame and left him. However, Ixame gradually woke up. Little do they know. At this time, Ixame was no longer able to support it. Uncle Long put it on Ixame, the bracelet left by his mother. Listen to Uncle Long's word. Also, shed tears of regret. In the end, she left sadly, looking at the adopted daughter, who was taken care of by herself from childhood to adulthood. Uncle Long seems to have lost everything. He wished he could bear all this for his daughter. After Uncle Long handles Ixame's funeral, began his path of revenge. And here comes the beginning. Uncle Long's house is full of traps. After everything is ready, he came to the long-haired man's den alone. He is bound to vent all his... Just like this, Uncle Long slashed one by one. After dealing with these bodyguards, Uncle Long challenged the law and he also decisively accepted Uncle Long's challenge. So he called all his men.